music. Hi guys, how you
Beautiful.
doing?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
miss that music actually.
It's part of
It's
the
in
podcast. It's one of the themes we use.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. You heard it in the old restaurants in Fes and Marrakesh.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Good.
When you're having dinner, there is someone playing
The
the
oud.
oud
Yeah.
Yeah.
instruments. Yeah,
Cool. Well, it's good to see you again. It's good to be back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
thank
you,
you.
Yeah.
Ted.
You guys had a good summer?
Yes. Glad
Yeah,
it's over.
all good.
Too hard.
Holidays is over. Yes,
How was the summer in Morocco this year? Was it hot?
yes. Not really, not that hard. There is
Hmm.
only like 2 weeks. Then it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
It is hot. It gets
Yeah.
to 110, 120. That is hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
So yeah.
Or maybe I grew up in the desert, so I don't feel the heat. Yes.
We say back home the sun goes to vacation in Marrakesh during the summertime.
Mm.
So that's how hot it gets.
But
Wow.
the coastal cities, I visit some coastal cities. The weather is amazing, especially in Agadir this year. The weather is just unique. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, day and night. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the place to be.
Yeah.
Cool. So today we want to talk about the luxury accommodation in Morocco. It's exciting, and I've been learning about this too, and preparing for this, and so on. And there's a few places that I've heard of, and we at least drove past when we were there, so I'm kind of familiar. But you guys will tell us lots more about them, and what makes them unique. I know it's kind of a mix of some well-known brands and hotel chains, but there's also some unique places, unique hotels, like one of a kind that only exist there too. So
Yeah.
it'll be an interesting mix, and we'll do a bit of a tour of the country, basically starting in Casablanca, where most people start, and head up to Rabat, and a bit of Chefchaouen, Fez, of course, and then down to Marrakesh. So I'll highlight a few properties in each, and then see where we're at. We may have time for a bit more, and maybe take some other questions. But yeah, we'll go from that. And anyone watching, of course, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat there, and they'll show up at our end, and we'll throw them in. And I'll share the screen too. We've got the websites of all these places, and we can share the images. Every site, of course, is a little bit different. Sometimes a bit bigger, sometimes they're smaller, but you get a sense of what these places were like, and you guys will fill in all the details. So yeah, should we start in Casablanca?
Perfect.
Okay,
Let's
see
do
what
it.
we got. Now, the first place you had on your list was
Sofitel.
Sofitel. I've got.
Casablanca.
I say, hang on. I've got the Royal Mansour Casablanca. Should we
Oh
start
yes. Oh yes, for sure. Yes.
there?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a big one.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pull up the right website here. Share the screen. There's a whole bunch here. Let me find the right one.
Yeah. This is the newest. Well, there's just two in Morocco. One in
Yeah.
Marrakesh and this one in
Yes.
Casablanca. And
Casablanca.
last time when we stayed in Casablanca during the tour, we stayed across the street from it and it was still being remodeled
And
or
renovation.
being,
Yes.
renovation. Yes. Yeah. So
Can you give us a sense of where the Royal Mansour in Casablanca is in the city? Is it close to the mosque, Hassan II Mosque?
That's right.
that's a good
Yes,
question.
it's like yeah. Thank you very much. But it's like 10 minutes walk. 10 minutes walk
Okay.
from the mosque,
Mhm.
and it's
Yeah, the location
overlooking the
is
sea.
good.
Yeah.
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 It's an amazing location because sometimes depending where you at in Casablanca, it can be unsafe sometimes. But this location is really, really nice. It's in the middle of downtown. It's very popular. A lot of people walk at night, so there's a lot of activities. It was a lot of fun for us. We definitely had fun walking in the streets of Casablanca late at night. And it was amazing. Yeah. So this is when you talk about the Royal Mansour Hotel. There are two properties. This is the one in Casablanca, and they're owned by the king. So you can just imagine it's the top of the top. It doesn't get any better than this. This is the best of the best.
Wow.
The one in Marrakesh has won, so many awards. and he's been ranked for the top 10 hotels globally all the time. It's a beautiful, beautiful property. And I know sometimes, people talk about the rates, not rates, but this one, it depends. I think probably the rate will go somewhere between probably 700 a night to
Hmm.
$31,000 a night. Uh,
Wow.
yeah. So, and I know there's a little bit of difference between this one and Marrakesh. In Marrakesh, for me, seemed a little bit bigger. But again, this one, when you saw it, I remember, Sam, we saw it from across the street. So we did not, personally, I don't know how big it is. If it is as big as the one in Marrakesh or not, because I know Marrakesh has a little bit more stuff and things. When we get to it, we'll talk about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, the one in Marrakesh, they have difference between them. Inside Marrakesh, they have like some private villas and private riads inside. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the one in Casablanca, it's only like hotel with suites and luxury
Oh,
rooms.
okay.
And
The,
you
the,
can
Yeah.
the,
see,
the collections, the
yeah,
collections of the furniture and uh, everything you see there is like it's something iconic.
yeah,
For example, you can't find it in elsewhere
yeah,
in the other accommodations in Morocco, for example.
Mm.
It's
yeah,
unique.
yeah. And
Hmm.
if you go back to the room that you were showing in the background, you can see the Hassan II Mosque in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
background.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it
that's
gives
right.
us a
Yeah,
sense how close it
yeah,
is.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
And
it's
I guess
it's
this one
it's yeah,
here, you can see how it's a tower. It's not as
yes,
kind of flat spread out as the other place. It's more of a
exactly.
downtown
Yes,
tower.
that,
Yeah.
that is correct. Yes,
I
yeah.
see. Nice.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very big actually.
Yeah,
Yeah. They have a pool on the terrace, and they have like five restaurants.
Okay.
They provide like both international and Moroccan cuisine.
Yeah.
So if you want to eat there, and beside the spa and massage and Moroccan traditional hammam and stuff, it's just amazing. And they have
Hmm.
like uh, a side like it's kind of a small museum inside of collections
Yeah.
of the royal family and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. It's beautiful. So it's not just suites, right? There's rooms. I see here. There's rooms,
yeah,
suites, and apartments even.
yes,
there
Yeah.
is apartment, private apartments, yes,
Yeah.
and they have like executive or something like signature suite, which goes around 30, as they say, $31,000 a night.
Hmm.
But it's only booked for like people like mm, presidents or someone who visit in Morocco, for example. They can book there. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Wow.
they have one in Marrakesh for 22,000
Okay.
to signature suite. Actually, the service in Royal Mansour is the top of the top, because I visited one in Marrakesh three times. I have a dinner there in 2016.
Mm.
The service is just perfect.
Mm.
I can see beside the other hotels, for example, the service there is just unique.
yeah.
Okay.
And I remember when we took some guests to Royal Mansour. This is we invited them for dinner, and they were really, really, really surprised in the most positive way when they went to Royal Mansour Marrakesh. This one was not open at that time.
Mm.
Um, they did not believe that there's such a hotel in Morocco, but I mean, they were really, really surprised in a good way.
Mm.
So yeah,
By the way,
Okay.
in their restaurant, they have a collection of wine uh, dated back to 30 years, to 50 years, and so on. Uh, so when you are having dinner, you have always three waiters waiting for you. You just move your head and you find somebody that is serving you. Just yeah, it's
I
it's unique.
forgot. I forgot
Yeah,
when we talk about wine. Sam has a membership to all
Oh
of
yeah,
them
that's right. He knows what he's
amazing.
talking about.
for sure.
Yeah,
Practice makes perfect.
yeah.
Okay, so next one on your list, you have Four Seasons Hotel in Casablanca.
Yes.
You can see here, it's a bit of an
Wow.
intro video. Let's see what they've got. Oh yeah. So a mix of
Just
rooms and
just to give
suites.
you, yeah, just to give you an idea, Morocco has over 200 international brands of hotels
Mm-hmm.
throughout Morocco. Some from Spain, Europe, US, Asia. So it's the when it comes to accommodations in Morocco, it's really, really, really diverse. So in this presentation, we're trying to kind of mix it, but also focus on the local, because a lot of people, they may not know that we have these accommodations in Morocco. So when we talk about the Four Seasons, everybody knows what the Four Seasons, or most people know what the Four Seasons is.
Yeah.
But then when you look at it in Casablanca, then you have another one in Marrakesh. The real estate is very different. It's a lot more luxurious than what the US is, but then it has an infusion of the local culture, the local cuisine, the local everything. So when you see the Four Seasons, it's very different than the Four Seasons in Houston, or, for example, Vegas, Los Angeles, and stuff like that. So, and you can see this one in Casablanca. Look at the location. It's very beautiful, close to the coast. It's the view is just amazing. Then now this is the
Mm-hmm.
front.
Yeah.
It's very, very different. Then you have the front desk, the reception, and again, these luxury hotels, they come with
Wow.
all the amenities that you can think of. So your guests will be very happy here.
Mm-hmm.
This one in Casablanca, the location is already amazing. It's
Yeah.
inside
Look
the
at that.
ocean, the Atlantic Ocean in India Corniche. Yeah, there is a suite. Just when you see from the balcony, from the window,
Yeah.
you see just the other side. The location is perfect.
Wow.
So it's near all the other, like for example, local restaurants, the other accommodations, for example, just near. You can walk through. They have gardens, and they have the spa. Spa is something very special. I think they have like Thai spa and
Hmm.
stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's the spa
yeah.
and the pool. Nice. Yeah.
It's a
I remember driving
it's a
past
high
this.
end,
Yeah.
very luxury. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's beautiful. Well, that's great. That gives you. I mean, how do you choose between the two? There's a couple good options there, at least
Yes. Yes.
in Casablanca.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one certainly got the location.
Oh, for sure. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Mm-hmm.
is, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's around 20 minutes walk from the Hassan second mosque.
Okay.
And again, here it gets really busy around sunset, as you can see in this picture. There's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of clubs. The nightlife here is very happening. It's always packed. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Nice. Okay. Well, that's so we want to keep moving so we can cover as much as we
as much.
can.
Yeah, for sure.
Rabat, you've got the let's see, there's the Villa Mandarin.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Pull that up here. This is now they're a chain too. I know that they've got hotels around the world. Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah. Villa Mandarin.
Yes. Right. So what do you know about this hotel? Do you know where it's located?
It's located in the
Wow.
new town Rabat, and in what is called Agdal.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. What is unique in this villa, the Villa Mandara, is the gardens. Look at the gardens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unique. The suites, it's high end. It's not that expensive, by the way. It's
Mm-hmm.
starting from 400 to 3,000, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. And they have also a Riyadh in the old Medina of Rabat. It's called Riyadh Shan. It's a very luxury Riyadh.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Mandara Oriental in Marrakesh. But we will talk about it later.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the same brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different suites, different rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's
the
kind of
whole.
Thailand
Mhm.
Riyadh. Yeah.
Before we started, Ted, you asked about the price, but just to give an idea, all these accommodations, the rate will probably start around 400
Mm-hmm.
and up, 500 and up,
Yes.
in these accommodations, luxury accommodations in Morocco. And one thing, as you know, when I talk to Sam, I get a lot of feedback, especially this summer. The prices has gone up. Everything is really a little bit more expensive than a year ago and stuff like that. So,
Mm.
and people feel it.
Yeah.
So the hotels are no exception. They always take advantage of the peak seasons. Normally, the summertime it's not really busy, but they still this time it was busy, so they take advantage of that. And also every year they add, depending, they between 10 to 12%
That's right.
additional percentage
Yes.
of the previous year's rate. So if it's
Mm.
$100 today or 500, so the next year it's going to be 550 or 600.
Mm.
Just to give you an idea, the advantage also that we have here in Morocco, as you can see, there's the real estate. There's no shortage of real estate. You have a
Mm-hmm.
pool. It is a swimming pool. It's not just like a core of a swimming pool. So we're very lucky, very fortunate, and this is very typical in a luxury hotel. You have a lot of options.
Yep.
You have a lot of accommodations. I mean, amenities, anything that you can think of within the hotel. And the hotel can, some of them they have golf courses. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them
Yeah.
they have, tennis courts and all kind of stuff that you can think of. So
Yeah.
this one is Sofitel, which is part of the Accor brand. And
Mm-hmm.
again, like I mentioned earlier, there's over 200 international brands in Morocco. A lot of people they don't know that Morocco has that many um, you know uh, variety of accommodations. So but it's good to know. And I really like this one because of the suites. And as you can see,
Yeah.
there's also that Moroccan flair in each suite or room in the Sofitel robot, which is really really nice. The other also I want to mention, we have Ritz Carlton Hotel in Rabat as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes, especially this one Rabat, which makes it unique, for example, for the events and incentive
Mm-hmm.
events and stuff, they have like different spaces, and also for dinner, they have like two restaurants,
Yeah.
uh, lounge restaurant as well. With the pool's mouth, there is like suites that overlooking the pool and overlooking the ocean
Mm-hmm.
of Atlantic Ocean as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very soothing. The colors,
Mm-hmm.
this is the breakfast area. The restaurant is called Luarda, which means the flower. It's very pretty, very nice.
Oh, yeah.
And so they have so it's the same as one in Marrakesh. They have like a nightclub, what's called so lounge. Is
Mm-hmm.
that they belong to the same to the hotel as well.
Nice. Okay. Let's see what's next here. Let's move up to Chefchaouen. Here we are. Lina, Riyadh, and Spa.
This is a really good one. Um, I really, Chefchaouen, they really have some good, good places to stay,
Yeah.
and they're really affordable.
Okay.
This one, it's pretty nice.
Beautiful.
It's a little bit luxury,
Yeah.
but it also gets packed really, really quick.
Mm.
So,
Oh, wow.
but also, I want to mention something that me and Sam we talk about quite a bit, a lot. There are some riads, 2 star, 3 star. They have contracts with tour operators, that you know the tour operators are just, they do volume. They don't care about, you know uh,
Mm.
quality or the service. So but this Riyadh is the type of Riyadh they do care about the guests that they are staying in, because they have a reputation to protect, and they care about their guests. So the people that you'll find here, that's the type of things they're looking for: quietness, immersion,
Yeah.
cultural immersion, luxury, service. So in some riads they're good, but then when you go in, it looks like you're in the middle of somewhere's downtown. So it's
Mm.
yeah. So, but this one is very nice.
Yeah.
Personally, really really like it. We have a lot of guests stayed here. We had amazing feedback. So
Mm. Well, you
Yeah.
can definitely tell it's in Chef Shawan.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah,
Yes. Yeah. The color, the blue, the blue
yeah.
color everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, I want to add something. In Chefchaouen, there is no resorts. There is
Mm.
only riads.
Mm-hmm.
So there is some luxury riads and other like medium to premium riads as well.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah,
is no big hotels, for example, like the other cities,
yeah,
because they don't have like enough space to build like big resorts.
yeah. Well, the other thing that I would like to mention, we stayed at a really luxury Riyadh, a new one. Last time we visited Chefchaouen. We wanted to stay at Darshawan, but unfortunately,
Mm.
it was booked. Uh, so the Riyadh we stayed in is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
location is impressive, but then the service it's almost non-existent.
Ah,
So
yes.
for me, I'd rather stay at Darshawan because we have a relationship with them. I'd rather stay Lina, Riyadh Lina, because we know them, we work with them. Riyadh Lina, the rooms are a little bit smaller,
Mm.
but they have amazing service. Darshawan, they just did a renovation a year or
Mm-hmm.
so ago when we visited them, and it's amazing. The service, the cuisine is just incredible. So sometimes you may see, oh, that's a luxury brand. It looks so nice, but then again, when you get there, the service is just it's disappointing. That's what we felt last time when we stayed in Chefchaouen during our tour. The
Mm.
place we stayed in was not. I mean, it looks amazing. The location again is incredible, but then it's not the staff, but it's actually the management.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Now this place looks beautiful, and as you say, they have a great service too. This is the
oh,
Dar
they
Shawan.
do. Yes,
Yeah.
Darshawan, and they have
Wow.
3 levels. They added an elevator. The rooms are really good, and the one thing that I really liked about the room we stayed in, it was a triple. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it looks the pool, which is you can see right there, but then again, it looks down the hill, which is you see it in
Yeah.
the background. I
Yeah.
mean, that famous picture that a lot of people take from the Spanish mosque when they are in Chefchaouen, I was able to see it from my room, which was
Mm.
just amazing. Again, the service Darshan was incredible. We did a podcast episode there.
Yeah.
We took so many pictures
Mm.
when we were there last summer. So amazing, amazing staff. Management is incredible. The service is just it's very delightful.
Yep. How close would it be then from the Riyadh into like the Medina, kind of the old part of Chefchaouen here?
Just
Can
It's
you?
yeah.
everything is a walking distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just cross the you cross the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and you go to the old Medina. Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, because one in 2019, I woke up really early because I wanted to see the city. But again, the culture of people from the Shefshaun, they're not early morning people. So I had the
Yes.
town to myself, me and the cats and one dog. So we had fun. But it was amazing. But don't be afraid if you're on your own and you walk. It's okay. You will get lost, and that's the fun part because it's
Mm-hmm.
going to take you somewhere. You will find your way. But it's
Yes.
amazing.
Mm.
The other thing that I would like to mention as well, please. Chefchaouen during the day is completely different than Chefchaouen during the night.
Mm-hmm.
The nightlife is just incredible. It looks very different.
Mm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
The square, the life square is
yeah,
the big part of the city is live at night till like midnight, 2 a.m. in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do we have time for one more in Chefchaouen? You've got Dar Jasmine on the list.
Jasmine,
yes,
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 right.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. Yeah. La Jasmine is yeah. La Jasmine is I guess it's the most expensive riyadh in Chefchaouen,
Yeah.
and it's unique if you can see
Mm.
from the design of the riyadh. The rooms are
yes,
different, yeah, from the others. For example, they mix
yes.
between the traditional and the modern. In
Mm.
all the suites, they have only suites. They don't have like
Rooms.
rooms.
Yeah.
They have only suites, and the service is amazing.
Yeah,
Really, really appreciate that. The guy working there, just they
yeah,
took care of the guests
yes.
very well. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the swimming pool. Look at the back. The backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Nice.
incredible. And also keep in mind the riads. The advantage of the riads, they are small. They are very intimate. They have that intimate feel, that intimate experience. And if you're traveling in a group, you need to make sure ahead of time that there's availability, because some of them they may not accommodate if you have a mid-sized group and stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah, that's a good
but
point.
that's the Spanish mosque.
Yeah, that's a good
You know,
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, that's really really
look how
nice.
close it
So,
is. Huh.
and it's on top of Darshawan, by the way.
Yeah.
It's on
Okay.
top of it. So when we stayed there, it's a hill. I mean, I was not in shape, so it took a little bit of toll on me. So, but it was fun. It
Yeah.
was nice. Yeah, it was amazing. The sunset was incredible. So
Hmm. Nice.
They serve breakfast on the terrace, so you're overlooking all the city,
yes,
especially in
Yeah.
the mornings. Yeah, when it's not raining or it's not cold, they serve you the breakfast on the terrace.
Hmm.
So like that, while you are having breakfast, you enjoy just the nice views of the blue city.
Yeah. Oh, you got a great view there.
hmm
Yeah, yeah,
That's a nice one too. Hmm.
yeah.
yeah. It looks like a picture.
Hmm.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, let's see. So we're at Chefchaouen, and we'll head a bit back further south to Fez. And let's see. You've got Riyadh Fez on the
Yes.
list.
Ah,
This is a
yes.
classic. This is just it's
Wow.
beyond beautiful. Uh,
Now wait, is
it's
this is an actual like original Riyadh? I mean, it
it
looks
is it is
Yes.
more
It's Holy
maybe
Holy
modern
Chateau.
or something, but
Holy
wow.
Chateau is unique. Yeah.
yeah
Wow,
yeah
look at that.
yeah.
There he goes.
Riyadh Fas is, if you don't stay in Riyadh Fas, at least do an experience.
Hmm.
Cooking class. A
Spa.
massage spa.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Hmm.
Because they're just incredible. Have dinner, at least.
Now,
So
do you
this is.
know this
Mhm.
place seems a bit bigger, but do you know what the capacity of it might be? How many rooms they have generally?
Well,
I I think 28 room, if
Okay.
I still remember.
but
Yeah.
also last time when we visited Fas, we passed by it, and the owner they bought more properties, so they have it's like a whole strip,
Hmm.
the same company but different names and different things and places in it. So Riyadh Fas is just one piece of it. They
Okay.
have massive property next to Riyadh Fas, so it's pretty huge. They have other accommodations. They have other riads besides
Hmm.
Riyadh Fas as well.
I
So
Yeah.
see.
So the beginning, the Riyadh was just one old Riyadh, and then they
Okay.
bought other houses, and they extend the Riyadh to be like a big one.
Yeah. Okay,
And
that
it's
makes sense.
it's unique, by the way. Riyadh Fas is the best Riyadh in Fes
Wow.
so far. When we talk about Riyadhs,
yes,
Huh.
not the resorts, but we talk about Riyadhs. This
Yeah.
is the best one. Yeah,
So you'd certainly
and
you'd get that Riyadh feel, that
yes,
experience. It
yes,
still feels kind of intimate and like a family type home. It's maybe a bit
that's
bigger
right.
scale, but you can see the design with
yes,
the open courtyard and
yes.
all that.
And you
Yeah,
feel you're in Fas.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, you can
That's
see
very
the where's
important.
that picture
Yes,
there? The
yeah.
rooftop. So I'm trying to place it here. I can see one of the mosques. It's kind of to the west side of the Medina, I guess,
yes.
somewhat.
Yes, the west side. Yeah, yeah, west side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, you have the Rif Mountains on the left. You
yes.
have the Atlas Mountains, and it's a really unique place. Fas, the location is just it's incredible.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So when we did the episode with Mullah Hafid, the way that he was explaining things to us and where everything is, and also the irrigation system that they had back then, it was just amazing.
Hmm.
All the water flowing from the mountains through the city, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of history here. It's
Yeah.
and it's
It's a fascinating place.
it is it really is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And what's make Riyadh Fasad also unique is the sweets. If you go to this one and you go to this one, you just believe that, oh my God, I see this one. I know I want this one. You can't even make a choice. The sweets are amazing. The zillage, the tiles, in each room
Hmm.
is unique and different from the other rooms. The
Yeah.
decoration, the mix between the authenticity and the modern
Yes.
is, for
Mm.
example, that Royal Suite is just amazing. You can
Mm-hmm.
see.
Yeah, we had the same thing in when we were in Warzas at Oz Palace.
Yeah.
Their suites, they're called names, and each one is different. It's a different theme. It's very unique. Even the product that they use is different, which was just amazing.
Okay. Yeah, that's on the list. We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have in Fez here. This is the Palais
The
Farage.
Farage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
This is one of Sam's favorite spots, and that
Yes.
bottle is actually one of his favorites too. So
The
this one,
location is
Yes.
location of the Riyadh is for this one. The location is the best
Mm-hmm.
from the other resorts in Fes, but this one, the place situated is unique. You remember
Mm.
us the last time
I
when we
I do,
visited it?
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we visited. We did a site visit.
Mm.
Um, they were extremely hospitable. We were here actually in this picture right here.
Okay.
They showed us around because this is one of the places that we take guests for dinner
Yeah.
in
Yeah, we went
Fez.
there.
Because yeah, you were there, right?
Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah, you
getting
were
Oh,
there. Yeah,
oh,
I
you're
remember.
very
Yeah.
welcome. You're very welcome.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the music is just, because the music in Fas is very unique and very different than any other music
Mm.
played in the rest of the Morocco. So it was an amazing experience.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see here, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that
So
location because you're kind of up the hill halfway or so, and you
yes,
really look
yeah,
right out over the Medina. You're not in the
Yes.
middle of it. You're right at the edge, and you get that great view of the whole
Yeah,
thing
that's
just
right.
kind of laid out in front of you.
The
yes,
restaurant and the rooftop.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Neat. Here's some of the suites. Yeah,
yes,
they're big.
yeah,
Look at the
yeah.
decorations in
And
the
Oh wow.
suites.
when it comes to Fas, especially in Riyadh in Fas, they are the best in Morocco.
Mm.
They are really, really unique. And I don't remember which floor it was. And we took a walk. It was the restaurant, then the view. I think to the
Mm-hmm.
outside. The balcony. It was amazing.
Mm.
But the service was incredible. I forgot the gentleman that did the site tour with us, but it
Mm-hmm.
was amazing. And again, if you look at the attention to details, the craftsmanship, you can see everything here. The
Even in the
mosaic,
exercise
the
room,
zelish, yes,
that's
yes,
great.
Yes.
it's really really incredible.
It's like you
Again,
get a
if you
picture
don't
of the
get to stay
restaurant.
here,
Yeah,
yeah, just have dinner, just get the spa, the
yeah.
hammam, the Moroccan
Cooking
experience.
class. The cooking class as
Yes,
well. Yes.
yes. So
Mm.
in a lot of these places, they'll have breakfast at set time, but some of them they'll ask you what time you want to come, and
Mm.
then they'll make it fresh for you as you sit at your table.
This is
So
the place where you had dinner last time,
Yep, I
Ted.
remember this room. Yep.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah. The rooftop.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
it looks really nice at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got there just as kind of the sun was setting. We had a bit of daylight still, and then the lights came on over the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. We were in the second or third table here. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Huh. Beautiful space.
yeah, it was amazing. Look at that. Wow. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Is there anything else in Fez before we move on? Let's see here.
There's so many.
Yeah.
There's really, really, really so many. But these two, they really come. I mean, we visited so many Riyadh, so many properties, and we were very fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them they have maybe 8 suites, and that's all they have. So again, there's a limitation when you're looking for Riyadhs. If it's for yourself, if it's for your customers, if it's your family and friend, it's always good to know and check availability ahead of time.
Yep.
Yeah. And again, one of the biggest differences is the location again.
Mm-hmm.
If you would, some of them are located on top of the hill, and it takes quite a bit of, you cannot really walk anywhere, but you have to drive, or you have somebody to drive you. So,
Right.
and it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Le Meridia.
Yeah. When we talk
Yeah, let's
about
move
Fes
down
in
to
terms of
Marrakesh. Yeah.
resorts,
Mm-hmm.
the Fes and Marrakesh in terms of resorts, hotels, and riads, They are they are the best in Morocco when it
Yeah.
comes to accommodations, luxury accommodations, Fez and Marrakesh. Yeah.
Now this is more of a, they call it a resort. Is it in the city center itself, or is it a bit further out? The Meridian.
The Meridian is in the Evernage. It's one of the expensive downtowns
Oh, okay.
in Marrakesh,
Right.
Quartier Evernage.
Okay.
Uh, this, yeah, I remember this hotel. Yeah, I was there
Uh,
for many times. The service is
Well,
unique.
this gives you an idea. Let's see if we can zoom in here.
Yes, it's near Minara Mall. It's on
yeah,
the
it used to
Oh,
be.
okay. Yeah.
It's
Here's the
called
Medina.
Hassan the Sixth Avenue,
Yeah.
yes.
which is. I mean, that's the strip. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
Vegas Strip. That's the strip in Marrakesh.
Oh.
There's Menara Mall, which is really incredible. They're gonna build another mall
Mm.
besides Morocco Mall in Casablanca. Morocco Mall coming to Marrakesh and also to Rabat City at
Mm.
some point. I'm not really sure when, but it's in the works. It's been approved. Then they have another mall which should have been open by now because it was under construction when I was there last year. So there's so many things happening on that strip, and the real estate is beyond expensive.
Mm.
So you can just imagine. Uh, did they change name, Sam? Le Méridien, Le
The
Fist,
old name is Le Méridien Fils, and now is Marriott. Marriott
Marriott. Okay.
Bonvoy
Oh,
something. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Bonvo. Okay. When we talk about the Marriott, we talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
We went live. Um, th- there's the Marriott hotel everywhere, literally in Morocco, especially on the north side. But the Marriott is a little different than the US. I
Mm.
mean, for me, the Envoy it's really really good, but a lot of them they just look for me premium to so and so. If you would accommodations or
Mm-hmm.
properties. Like here in the US, you have Spring Hill, you have Courtyard, you have in
Mm.
Morocco they just have the Marriott. I haven't really seen any Courtyard or other names, but they just Marriott or the Convoy. So the Convoy obviously has a little bit more to offer,
Mm-hmm.
but also a lot of people. If you don't like the Marriott, there's other brands. Again, we said there's over 200 international brands
Sure.
in Morocco, but also when let's say when we talk about this one, I believe, is
Mentioned now.
Manjana. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So this we have some guests coming here next week. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really really amazing. It's just incredible. So again, you look at the real estate. This is Majorel Gardens. It's just beautiful, beautiful. So we're very fortunate when it comes to properties in Morocco. It's not just a building as sometimes here in the US it's just a building and it's a hotel. In
Mm.
Morocco, it's spread out. It's you
Mm, yeah.
have,
Look at this.
like Sam said, you have hotels, you have apartments, then you have riads. In some properties, you'll find maybe villas, 6 villas, 10 villas, maybe
Mm-hmm.
in Marrakesh, 50 riads and stuff. And also want to talk about something that we did last summer, and we stayed in the Widian Resort
Mm-hmm.
in Bilwidan, which is in the outskirts of Marrakesh. It is a five-star hotel and resorts,
Right.
and the experience was amazing. The staff again going above and beyond what's expected of them. But also want to mention that I mean the location is beautiful. The land is just massive. But also they mentioned that they have villas. I
Mm.
don't remember how many there were, but they said the royal family when they go there, that's where they stay. They have a little bit of privacy and they stay in those villas. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was just an amazing experience.
Yeah.
I mentioned, by the way, it belongs to the resort channel which is called Aman, and that
Yep.
one in Marrakesh they called it Aman Jinnah. Jinnah,
Right.
Jinnah in Arabic is
Yeah,
paradise.
I have
Oh.
it. Yes,
Paradise.
yeah,
Jannah, heaven. Yeah,
yes. Aman means peaceful.
yeah.
These are kind of private villas. Like it's like a
Yes, yes. They're like
private.
villas, riads.
Pavillon,
Yes, yeah,
pavillon. It's called
yes,
pavillon. Yeah, yeah. This is, for example, this photo. This is a private pool for a maison or a villa.
yeah.
Yeah, this is inside. You
Wow.
have your own privacy. For example, when you book a private villa or Riyadh in exclusivity.
Mm-hmm.
This is again what I said before. This is the what makes resorts in Morocco unique. So they mix between hotels, for example, and Moroccan styles. They keep like riads and villas inside the resort, so you can stay in the resort and you can still enjoy in the
Amenities.
authenticity
Yeah.
amenities and the authentic riads of Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a map there. We had a sense of where the Amenjana is. It's
Yes.
just a bit
Yeah.
outside the city. Here, there's the Medina. Do you have a sense of how far a drive that would be?
Far drive is 20 minutes. 20
Oh, here it
minutes
is.
from the
20-minute
old
drive.
Medina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's not
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
But again, just to give people a little bit of perspective, when we talk about the Medina, we talk about specifically or refer to as Jam al Fna or the
Mm-hmm.
square. And again, within 2 mile radius of the square, you have about 700, 1,000 riyads and small hotels. And I know one of the questions that somebody sent us, the rate for the riyads. I mean, the rate it really really varies depending on what you're really looking for. And it can be maybe $50 to again to thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on what you're looking for, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I want to know about this one. This is the
La Maison Arabe.
Maison
La
Arabe.
Maison Arabe, yeah. This
Yeah,
is
Uh-huh.
again,
yeah. This is one
look
of
at
the
the real
best.
estates, yeah,
It's unique. It's
yeah,
very unique. This Riyadh is very unique.
Number one.
yeah, yeah.
Is this
So
part of a chain or maybe, but it seems
It's a
pretty
chain.
distinct.
Yes, it's a chain that's called. Forgot the name of the brand.
Sanizaro, something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
so this La Maison Arabe, we have guests that stay here. We had
Mm-hmm.
guests that did cooking class, and it was a lot of fun. It was amazing. And the cooking class, they do it in two different ways. You can either just have them pick everything for you, and you just start, peeling and taking care of the
Mm-hmm.
food, or you go to the
Mm-hmm.
market with them and they bring everything to the Riyadh. So yeah, cooking school. It's an amazing experience. Yeah, this is again, it's look at the setup, look at
Yes, it's
the
unique.
stoves. Yeah, it's really really nice. Also, you can do again, like Sam said, hammam experience, spa experience. It's
Yep.
incredible. So this is one of the places that we use, and we love it. The guests are always happy with the experience, and look at everything. It looks very
Wow.
authentic, very Moroccan. And again, this is the advantage of staying out of Riyadh versus a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sam mentioned earlier, when you go to Royal Mansour, when you go to the high-end hotels, they know the importance of. There's a lot of people, they've stayed in every hotel there is when they are internationally traveling, but they want something that it's authentic to that new location, that new destination, that new experience that they want to have. So they'll come to Morocco, they'll stay, whether it's the Four Seasons, whether it's Royal Mansour Hotel, and they want to stay at a Riyadh or a villa because they don't want to be in
Yeah.
in the hotel part of the property, if you would. So
Right. Right.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
So
and this place is very central.
yeah,
So the Medina in the
yes,
squares down here is the famous mosque, and it's right up
yeah.
here. So that is pretty
The
close.
yeah,
location in Bab del Kala, Bab del
10
Kala,
minutes
it's
walk.
very
Yeah.
very well located. There
yeah,
is a
Yeah.
place. Yeah, there is a parking just in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So you don't need to walk to get to the La Maison Arabe.
yeah,
There
Mm-hmm.
is a parking in front of the door, the main gate of the entrance. They have like three terraces, rooftops there,
Okay.
if you can see. They have
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
bar lounge, yeah. And the price range is between 250 to $2,000.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah, the rooftop, yes, the rooftop. So overlooking all the old Medina and the Kutubia Mosque,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because it's like a few minutes, I think, 5 minutes from the Kutubia Mosque.
Right. Okay. Well, I
uh
want to make sure
this
to cover a bit more of
yeah,
this. We talked a bit about the Casablanca one, a bit about
yeah,
Marrakesh, but here's this is the famous hotel, the Royal Mansour.
this
Oh
is
yeah,
one of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
And the reason is because before the pandemic, I got a call that they wanted to meet us, so we met with the GM here in
Mm-hmm.
Houston. We had lunch, with their partners in New York. So we had an amazing experience, and the name is Theory. He's just incredible. He's always been really, really, really good to us. Extremely hospitable. And when you talk about the Royal Mansour, they go above and beyond. I mean, that's their minimum of service. The staff is well trained. Everything is just, it's an amazing, amazing experience. And again, look at the riyadhs that they have.
Yeah, this
It's
is what's
just,
really neat because it's part of this
yeah,
big complex, but you stay,
yes,
most part, you stay in an actual riad within the complex, right? So you get that
yes,
experience, but it's a lot more
exactly.
private.
Yeah, it is very private. Yes,
You can't believe just the ceilings when you get inside each room or
Wow.
get inside even the lobby and the restaurants. The ceilings is unique. The doors, for example, look at the doors.
yeah,
Yeah, from the
yeah.
16th, 15th century. It's unique. The
It
conic is
is. It
unique.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It's again. It doesn't get any better than this. It really does not. And look at the rooms. They're very different rooms than the parties that they have. The Christmas parties, the events. It's just beyond incredible. And they stay true to the Moroccan culture as well. So you can have the local experience. You'll have the international experience. It's just, it's beyond incredible.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
can scroll up 10.
Yeah.
You can see the riyads. They have like private riyads. Yeah, superior
Right.
riyads. Inside,
Yeah.
it's a riyad inside the resort, inside the hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's
they
very
have
unique.
a last time when I spoke with Thierry, they were in during the pandemic. They had a new restaurant, Italian restaurant, and again, it's ranking really, really high internationally. I forgot how many restaurants they have,
You
and
have
and if
three. You have
and
three
if you
big
want to really book
restaurants.
it, you have to book it quite a bit in advance.
Mm.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
and yeah, it's just,
Wow.
it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a presidential signature suite there
Yeah.
is
yeah,
unique.
it
Is
is. It
the
is.
service, the service. But the most important in this place is the service.
Yes.
The Riyadh is the resort is an icon. It's iconic,
There you go.
but the the service is beyond the expected. When you
Yes.
go there, you just feel like you are like when you say top VIP. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah,
You're very pampered.
yeah. Look at the doors. Look at the
Yeah.
yeah
Look at that.
Yeah.
details. Yeah,
And of course, it's just so central too. It's basically right behind
It
the
is.
Qutbiyya
Yeah.
Mosque and then the square
Yes.
behind there. It's very central.
Yeah, it
and
is. It's yeah.
the location is unique. So they
Yeah.
have like two gates. There is one to the end of the old Medina, and there is another gate inside the old
Yeah.
Medina.
Yeah,
So
this
it's
is
like
one of them.
3 minutes walk to
Oh,
the
yes,
Yeah.
right
square,
here.
to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamafna Square. Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the spa, obviously, and the wellness. They have different packages, and you can just really, really spoil yourself. It's just it is amazing. Yoga classes, all type of things that you can think of, all the amenities. It's just above and beyond. Very, very amazing. Yeah.
There is indoors and outdoors pools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that.
This place, yeah, this place is unique inside. Yeah. Maybe you see it in many pictures. It's inside Royal Masara Marrakesh.
Yeah.
Look at the hammam is so big. This is an inside pool, and there is another two others outside.
Yeah. Neat.
It's very unique. It's an iconic place.
Looks pretty nice.
It is. It really is.
Cool. Well, let's hop over the mountains a bit to Oz
Oh yes.
Palace. I want to get this in
Oh
before we run out of time.
yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. So tell us a bit. You guys went here. Can you tell us a bit what it's like and
Okay.
what they're famous for?
I'd go first because I know Sam has a lot more to say. But for me, I honestly was surprised to find such a luxurious property in Ouarzazate. I did not expect to find something like this in Ouarzazate for many reasons. but when we set, I know we did an interview. We had a podcast episode with Walid, a
Yeah.
manager. Then we did a site visit with general manager. Look at those,
Oh
the
wow.
doors. I mean, those doors are extremely expensive because
Yes.
they're handmade. And
Yes.
again, like Sam said, these they're hundreds of years old. The attention to detail is second to none. They have each room has a name. It's a female name, like so
Yeah.
very unique theme throughout. Then the location, when you look at it from the top, it really looks, like I said earlier, it looks like you're in an oasis.
Mm-hmm.
The service again was just beyond incredible, and they have a special scent. When you go into the Riyadh, you really really smell it. It's very soothing, very calming, very nice. This is how it looks like. And again, the one thing that I wanted to mention, please, if you look at the corners, the white, they look like a triangle or something on top. When we talk about the properties that we just showed, now we are in Warzazat. This is the Amazigh culture. This is the
Okay.
Amazigh building, the Amazigh architecture, if you would. And this is at its best. So it's this picture really doesn't do justice because we have those pictures, and
Mm.
I still remember how it feels to have lunch or breakfast, and to just those meetings that tour that we did, from the first floor to the top. It was just incredible, amazing. We loved it. And again, the common thing between all these properties is the culture. The company culture is the staff. Look at
Mm.
these chairs. Look at that
Yeah.
desk. Look at that mirror. The attention to detail. Look at it's even the bathrooms are just amazing. The what do you call it? The zilij, the mosaic in each room is different,
Mm-hmm.
different colors, different style. So everything was really really perfect. And again, that's what was for me a little bit shocking. But then the owners are incredible. The management is just it's what a beautiful place.
Yeah.
What a beautiful place. And again, um, one of the surprises that I did not know at that time, they said they do a lot of work with Hollywood. So when people
All right.
are filming in Nate bin Hadou or where is that, this is where they stay, and they stay for months, either here or Riyadh Tema, which is also one of their properties.
Mm.
Again, you cannot go wrong with any of them, but this is the top. You can see that pool is massive, and again, look how big the property is.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of an oasis. Summertime
Mm.
obviously was hot, but it was very cool inside. They have the spa is very unique. It's located not inside the property, but a little bit outside,
Mm.
close to the pool on the right hand side. And again, that's where actually in the background, that's where we had breakfast, and that's when we
Yeah.
did the podcast
Podcast.
episode. Yes, yeah, right here to the right hand side. It
Okay.
was just amazing. Amazing experience.
Yeah.
And thank you, Sam, for I did not know this location. I did not know these people, but I'm very grateful that we're working with them and they are part of our network.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Ahmed is really he spent like 7 years or more to build this amazing palace. And if you see, they inspired it from the old style of the Kasbahs,
yes,
which is unique to the southern part, southeast part of Morocco. This is why they
Yeah.
call
I mean, it does kind of look
yeah.
like a fortress, but
yeah,
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 very
Kasbahs.
comfortable
Yeah,
then.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They inspired. If you see inside, for example, it's in clay, but
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but inside it's a heaven. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. These pictures, I think we have better pictures.
Yeah,
We need
sure,
more pictures
sure.
here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we made drawn pictures and yeah, with our cameraman, we took some amazing
Yeah,
pictures
yeah,
from inside and
Nice.
outside.
yeah,
Cool. Well, there we are.
And also,
yeah,
I want to add it words that there is this one is unique. So the range price is between like 500, starting from $500
Mhm.
to $1,500
okay.
a month.
Yeah.
It's really worth it. I mean,
Yeah,
because I remember the drive at night, and this is something that happens, when when you're going to either Merzouga or, especially in the southern part of Morocco where there's not a lot of light. You go in at night and you don't know what you're getting into, and you get to the Riyadh, you stay, you wake up in the morning, it's like, what a big surprise. So, and this was one of those. It was incredible.
Hmm.
It was amazing. And I remember we spent the night in Riyadh Tama. The people were very hospitable. Um, and one thing that I do remember, they served us dinner. Yes, the food was amazing.
Good. Yes.
But then they kept the bar open for us, and they said, "Hey, you can go and get whatever you want." For me, I drink a lot of water, so Sam, free membership. So
It was
because
amazing.
the camera crew, because whatever we take pictures and videos, we record that day, we have to upload it the same night.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
internet
Yeah.
challenges,
Yeah.
I
and the
think we
files are
finished
big.
around. Yeah, we finished around 4 a.m. or something, and then we
I
started at 8
Yeah,
again for
I
breakfast.
left at 3. Yeah, yeah. So, but the guys, they stayed with the pleasure. They were happy to stay. So,
Yeah, of
but then
course.
the next day in the morning, they were up very early, and breakfast was incredible. And I told them, hey, this is what we took from the bar. And they were like, hey, don't worry about it. So, and it's like, okay, thank you. We appreciate it. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
Well, it's like you
especially
say,
water. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the places are beautiful, but it's the hospitality that makes all
Yes.
the
Yes.
difference.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. We're very grateful. We had an amazing time. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can
Good.
talk more.
Yeah. There's a couple questions, not maybe a little bit related to accommodation, but a few just general questions we've had the last
Oh, sure.
I don't know, a couple weeks or so. Do you want to go over those before we
Yes,
sign off?
please. Yes. Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Let's see. Well, this one is we've had before, maybe, but good kind of general question. When is the best season to explore Morocco?
Oh, it's always a good question.
Yeah.
July and August, stay away if you can, unless you have to. And I say the same thing for me, unless if it's work. Otherwise, I wouldn't go in July or August. But
Hmm.
last year, well, not last year, the year before, we went in from June to August. So it's really hot. But the other thing is, it gets really expensive and you have a lot less options. So, but Sam can elaborate because this summer was a little bit unique in that
Hmm.
regard as well. So, Sam, if you can elaborate a little bit,
Yeah,
please.
sure. The weather in Morocco is good. Is amazing the whole year except the summertime, as we said. The best time, for example, March, April, May, and then September, October, November. So, as we mentioned in previous podcast episodes, we said try to avoid the peak season when you are traveling to Morocco, especially the end of the year,
Last two
because
weeks.
yeah, last 2 weeks is very it's tough. It's everything is crowded, so try to avoid this period.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the other, for example, in Marrakesh, the whole year the weather is amazing except summertime.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah, summertime, but also, just to give people a little bit of perspective, when it comes to the heat, for me, 80 degrees is hot, but for Sam, 80 degrees feels like spring.
Hmm.
Yeah, right.
Because the heat in Morocco this summer was at some point 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So you have to understand, if you're traveling, if you're inside the car, sometimes the AC is not enough. It's just you have to take that in consideration. Just we love Morocco throughout the year, but if you can put up with the heat, then travel anytime when you have availability. That's what I would
Yes.
suggest. Yeah.
Now, I remember you saying that the summer can be busy because that's when people have vacation often, and that's their only
Yes.
chance to go, even though it is so hot.
That's right.
That's right.
Especially,
The coastal
yeah,
city. Yes.
yeah. Especially, I would say the people from Morocco that live in Europe, especially Europe, because of the kids, because of school, they stay a little bit longer. They go back to school in well, for us in the US, depends. It starts at some point in August, but in Europe, it's in the early September. So they tend to leave around somewhere towards the end or mid August. But then again, they are there. They could be there for 2 months. So, and that's the reason why July and August are just they are peak because of the people coming from Europe to Morocco. These are just the locals. Then you have the tourists from Europe, coming to Morocco at that time as well, then look at America, North America, South America, and stuff like that. So it gets really, really crowded and really, really, really expensive.
especially the
Okay.
northern part of Morocco. Very
Yes.
expensive.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that leads a bit into the next question, and you touched on that somewhat today, but it says, what's the average cost to stay in a riad in Marrakesh?
For me, I would say $50 to
Depends.
$30,000. It depends where your budget is. It
That's a
depends
big
on your
range.
location, and this is one of the mistakes that a lot of people make. You look at Riyadh; it's beautiful,
Hmm.
but then when you get there, you will be mugged the first night because you
Yes.
did not know the location. We
Yes.
know the locations. If it's the Medina, if it's outside the Medina, we know the good neighborhoods, we know the bad neighborhoods. Yeah, the pictures, they will send you the pictures, they're going to look amazing. And also be careful with the Airbnb. Airbnb right now, it's not regulated in Morocco. It's one of the major issues when it comes to tourism. It's one of the biggest scams when it comes to tourism. I mean, we hear about what's happening right now in Spain and Barcelona, and the government banning, Airbnb probably in 2 years. Morocco probably will never get to that level, but they're not regulated. So they'll send you a picture of Royal Mansour, but then when you go, it's a hole in the wall. There's nothing you can do.
Hmm.
So there's
An
no
old house.
refunds. Yeah,
Yeah, it's an old house or an old
yeah,
apartment.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Well,
just be
that,
careful. Also, I'm so
yeah.
sorry for the interruption, Ted. When you book something on your own, make sure that it's car accessible because when we mentioned those riads, 700, 1,000, whatever, some of them are not accessible by car at some point during the day. But Sam, can you let the viewers, the listeners, what are the times that you can go into to Jam Al Fna or the
Yeah,
neighboring
That's right.
yeah,
areas by car and when you cannot? Because a lot of people
yeah,
do not know.
yeah. For square, it's opened from 1 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's it. Then it's
Okay.
closed. For the afternoons, it's closed. For the evenings, it's closed. So there is
Close to
no
cars.
Yes,
yes, because
Yeah.
it's
but
crowded. In United, the
yes.
cars can get inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get a ticket, but then also there's some exceptions for certain cars to go in and out, but not all of them. What are those exceptions, please, Sam?
There is authorizations when you are a business owner, for example, and you have you go to the police station of Marrakesh and you get a
A
paper,
permit.
this is your permit. Then you can go if you are a business owner. Else, no, no, because
Yeah.
it's crowded. So the people
Yeah.
working, they enjoying their time, the sunset and
Yes.
stuff. So
Yes.
you can't get inside the cars, and even
Mm.
sometimes for the motorcycles as well, they are forbidden from,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the after crowded afternoons and weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about taxis? Small taxis.
Even the taxis,
Okay.
even the taxis.
Yeah.
So
So
the accessible point, there is a
yeah, there's the
police
headquarters. Yeah, right
All
there.
right.
Yeah.
Checkpoint. Yeah.
chicken point. So from there you just stop and you drop your clients there, and there is like luggage carriage that
Yeah.
they can help you to get inside your riyadh. For example,
Mm-hmm.
for our riyadhs, we choose the riyadhs that is like 2 minutes walking from the main square. So
Mm-hmm.
there is like a neighborhoods inside the
Yeah.
old Medina. So we choose the most accessible one. For example, if you can stay at the square till like 1 a.m. in the morning, and you can walk 2 minutes to your riyadhs, you get there, and it's very
Yeah.
safe.
That's it.
Unlike other places, you need like to walk for 20 minutes, and sometimes the alleys are
Yes.
similar. You can just get lost from the other side.
Yeah.
Then you are, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing the right.
I've seen it firsthand. And also the other thing is, I've seen this with a lot of people. They book themselves. The GPS on your phone will send you to the wrong place. So will send you to the wrong location. So if you don't have a meeting point with somebody, you're probably it's gonna take you a little bit longer to find your Airbnb or find the Riyadh that you have booked.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
when you book on your own, there's a little bit of risk, but then just do your research.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yes.
that's a good segue to the next question. How safe is Morocco to travel outside the touristic area?
That's a really good question. This really depends. Generally, overall, it is very safe, and we heard that from when we did the podcast episode with Jamie and Max, when we did with Rachel, when we did with Sesha, especially she did the Sahara Desert, the south of Morocco, and then when we did with Nancy. So Nancy, she went to Morocco on her own. She traveled, and she traveled. She's still traveling quite a bit, very heavy in Morocco and outside Morocco now. They felt very safe. But the one thing that you will notice, or people who have gone, they will notice this. There's a checkpoint everywhere, and this is one of the major safety uh, advantages that we have in Morocco. I would say in less than 2 miles, there's a police SUV, and I did this last time when you picked me up, Sam, from the airport, and when we
Yeah,
drive, we see it.
yeah,
So regardless if it's touristic or not touristic, inside the city of Marrakesh, Casablanca, everywhere you go, there's a police within 2 miles, less than 2 miles, an
yes,
SUV, or sometimes you'll see that it's a Sprinter, a Mercedes Sprinter, and they are just standing there. This is number one. Number two, when you go outside, there's checkpoints going into each city, in and out. And then in between cities, depending, there's at least two to
yeah,
three checkpoints again of police. So it is, for me, I can say this with confidence: Morocco is safer than United States of America
Hmm.
when it comes
Okay.
to travelers. So,
sure.
and I say that, you know, with a lot of knowledge,
Hmm.
because I live in the US. I'm super grateful, extremely fortunate. But when I go to Morocco, that's one of the things that we have noticed. But also, I want to mention, Sam, if you remember when we started, we did filming in the summer of 2023. We started in Marrakesh because that's our base, and we started with the Jewish quarter. Um, as soon as we pulled out those equipments, um, the police,
10
the
minutes.
police, they less than 10 minutes. First of all, the police, that the van, which is the Sprinter, they were there. He saw us and was like, "Hey, I have to announce you." And this is a local term that they use. Announce you means I have to let the other authorities know.
Yes,
So uh,
supervisors. Yeah,
yes, and everything is recorded. There's cameras everywhere. They may tell
everywhere.
you they're not, but they're everywhere. So the
Yes,
square has cameras, anywhere, cameras everywhere. Is so it's the surveillance is just, it's beyond incredible. Now, he said, he was very nice to us. He said, if I don't do this, I get in trouble.
yes,
Rightfully so. Within 10 minutes, I don't remember, two or three different ministries showed up, civilians. They're just wearing regular clothes. Some in bikes, motorcycles, some in cars, some on foot, wearing civilian clothes. You don't know that they're, police or
yes,
secret police or whatever. We got really stressed. Sam, can you tell a little bit of that story, please?
yes. What are you doing there? We are filming. Do you have authorizations? Yes, of course we have. We do have. Yeah, okay. We are here to protect you. Sometimes in some locations we didn't have the right to film, but what they said first, we are here to protect you. This is the advantage. We are here to protect you, not to disturb you. For example, while you are filming, just show us if you have
Yes, please.
authorizations to
Yeah.
film, then we're ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they were cool.
yeah,
Yeah, they were very cool. The guys were very nice.
Now,
Yeah.
if they were like plain clothes, could you ask them for ID to prove that they were actually police?
I did not cross my mind, but
You trust
you
them?
can tell they are police. I mean,
Okay.
No, recently they have. In the past they don't have badges, but recently each one they have like a badge. Except for example the civil police, which is they don't wear like
yeah,
a uniform. For example, they have always a radio and they just walk in. You can hear them, and they have like if you want the ID, they will show you the ID. But most of them they have badges here, so
yeah.
you can see
But
they are the
but
police.
also there's tourist police tourists.
Yes,
Uh, Police for the tourists. That's what I meant to say. And this is a unique experience. Marrakesh is very strict, but then the north side is different. And I remember my experience in Fas was unique. Um, we were in the market, and I was talking to the lady. We were recording as we walk, and he came on my left hand side, and he said, "Hey, question: Do you have permit? Yes or no?" And I was like, "It's yes or no question." I said, "No, I don't have permit. Thank you. Bye." And it happened within probably 25 seconds. The people
yes,
in the group, some noticed, some had no idea it happened. Um, and then when we were in Meknes was a little bit strict, but then they gave us our space. They were following us at a
yes,
distance. they were close to us, so they can hear what we were talking to the local guide about. But at the same time, they saw that we are kind of a family. It's kind of, we look like a family,
Business,
really.
business. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and everybody looked like we did work together. So they left us alone. So in Marrakesh, it's very strict. um, and it was very tense, but I had to pretend one of the guys and said, "Hey, man, you don't remember me, right?" It's like, "No." I said, "No way. Don't tell," the guy with the mustache. It's like, "Do not
Yeah,
tell me." And I gave him a hug. It's like, "Oh, come on, please stop. I know you're just messing with me." And I played him and he started laughing. Well, I started laughing. Everybody else started laughing.
Mm.
And then that's then the guy with the permit, we see him coming across the streets because he was at the mosque. It was Friday prayers.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So he came and he gave him the permit, and everybody was happy. Then the second time when we were filming, the same thing happened, but with different people. They came to us and like, "Oh, I know you guys," because they recognized the other guy. His name is Saeed.
Yeah.
So it's like, "Okay, cool, cool. You don't need to show us because they know him." And then they went for 2 minutes and they came back. It's like, "Hey, we have some cold water. You guys want some cold water?" So they were really, really hospitable to us. And then the other thing that they ask, "Hey, when you're done, can you come see us?" And so for sure.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's when we did the Kutubia, we did Jamal Finan, we did
Yeah,
the food tour. We finished really not late at night. We went to look for them, but they probably were in different locations, so we didn't see them. But we did a lot of heavy filming in Marrakesh, and we were very grateful. It bothered me quite a bit when that happened to us, but then I understood it.
it's for
Well,
our
the
You know,
point is,
security.
like, practically
yeah,
speaking, is
It's
because you
for
were filming,
security.
right? You had all this equipment out. For the average tourist, they're probably not doing that
Yeah,
besides their
for
well,
the
phone.
the
if you
the,
use your iPhone, if you use,
the,
but with this the professional cameras,
Yeah.
absolutely they will ask you.
Hmm.
Yeah,
the
follow
the thing is, it didn't. But here's what really honestly bothered me, because um, there were some people, tourists, that they have better equipment than we had, and they did not ask them. They did not bother them. And for me, that was a discrimination. You know, we are
Hmm.
spending a lot of money, filming and doing all that stuff. We're
Yeah,
supporting the community in Morocco, communities in Morocco, and they treated us that way. But then, I understood what's going on, and at the end, we laughed. We had a really good time, and we made friends. So, and that's the best thing you can do. You cannot look at it in any different way. So, the system in Morocco, you have to have a permit. They have to go by the book, and unfortunately, we had it at that time. We had the permit. It was just the gentleman that had it, because we can show him the picture of it, but he needs to see a representative from
yes,
that. If it's a radio channel, if it's an online channel, if it's a TV channel. So, and that representative was there, but he was just in at the mosque. So when he came in, they recognized him, and everything was cool. So they never bothered us afterwards. However, they and again, when they say, "We're going to announce you, where are you going?" Then we said, "We're going to go to Majorel Garden, we're going to go to Bahia Palace, we're going to go to Badia Palace." But they have told all those locations. Some people are coming, they're going to be filming. Do not ask them any questions. Leave them alone. Let them film. They are good. They are clear. But then when we went to the Badia Palace, we went to Bahia Palace. There's always two or three people, or security following us at a
yes, yeah,
close distance.
Hmm.
They didn't bother us. They didn't come and ask us any questions, but they were there. So yeah, yeah. Other than that, it was amazing.
yeah.
It was incredible.
Hmm. Well, it brings back to, from what it sounds like, the police are looking out for your protection, right? You can trust that they're not looking for a bribe. I think they're
Oh
not
no, no, no,
anything
no,
like
no, no.
that. Like, you
No,
hear
you'll get in
stories this in
trouble.
other countries. Yeah, exactly.
You'll
But
get in trouble.
I mean, we've
Yeah.
talked about before in other episodes. If you're lost in the Medina, or someone's kind of led you astray, that you can turn to the police and
Yes.
trust that they will get you out of that
Yes,
situation.
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
And again, the when you look at the square, that's the headquarters of the police station. So they are aware of everything. They see everything.
there are
Especially
cameras
when,
everywhere.
yes, yeah, there's cameras everywhere. They see the whole Medina, they see the whole downtown. So they just don't want people to know, "Hey, we're surveilling you for your own good, or we're paying close attention." Somebody say, "Hey, somebody pickpocketed the tourist, we're here, 5 minutes they'll be there, and they're everywhere. Especially when you look at tourism police. They say police touristic, they are everywhere. You cannot tell who's from who. Yeah, so I mean, the guy in Fast was he looked really young. I could not tell he was a police, and he asked me, and he was really cool about it. Then the ones in Fast, I mean, in Knas, they had a uniform.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm.
and
Interesting.
it's we're very fortunate because Sam is connected to a lot of people. We have really good network in Morocco. Even with the drone, we don't have permit for it. And when we try to get permit, a lot of people they ask for $2,000, $3,000 a day,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
and we filmed with it anyways. We didn't care. But then when we went in some areas, where there's a royal palace, it will automatically go down because that's just there's a radius. Then when
The
you go to an
airport.
army, yeah, airports, yes,
Yeah.
it will automatically go down. Then when you go to a military base, which we saw in Merzouga,
Yes.
in the
Yes.
outskirts, and those they'll shoot it down. There's no, they don't
Yeah.
take it. They will shoot it.
Hmm.
So and we did the best that we could to respect the law and obey the law, but we did not want to lose that opportunity, especially in the south side of Morocco, and we were very fortunate. Even the people, I know Sam talked to some people, but when you look at Morocco, you talk about regions. One region, one person, or one office really controls the whole south of Morocco. You're talking from Ouarzazate all the way to Merzouga. We just need to talk to one person, have their blessing,
Yes.
and then we're good. But then when you get there, things get a little bit different. So they change their mind and say, "Hey, I have to charge you for this." So and for us, we felt like we don't want to pay $2,700 a day, for some shots, and we took a lot of shots.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's a good experience. Good to pass it on to
yeah,
everyone
Yeah.
listening and watching.
absolutely.
Anything else you want to bring up here? We're well into this now. We should wrap it up. But anything else
Yeah,
come to
yeah, we
mind?
should. Oh my goodness, you know, we do get a lot of questions, and we're very grateful. We're working on a lot of things, as you will see for the next probably from here until the end of the year. We're focusing a little bit more on B2B, and we're going to be focusing on travel agents, travel advisors. So I'm working on some unique packages in terms of compensation, in terms of commission plus bonus and stuff like that. And then we have a presentation next week, me and Sam, with the company that we really really love and appreciate, and it's going to be really geared towards travel advisors. I'm not sure if we can share that link yet, or we'll figure it out. But we will share it once it's done. We'll share it in our social media platforms. So um, we have some amazing itineraries. I think the ones that we have on the website, it can be used for small group tours, it can be used for private tours, but those are really the foundation of any itinerary you want to build. Those are really the pillars. You can build 1,000 itineraries, but those are the best of the best. So this we're going through some changes, some good changes, using a lot of systems, automation, social media, and we're looking forward to it. We're gonna probably change some things in the website within the next maybe 4 months or so. So when it's slow, we're always working behind the scene. When it's busy, we're taking care of the guests. And again, there's nothing we'd like more to do than take care of the clients, book their tours, plan their tours for them. So and
Yeah.
that's what
You
we're
guys
here
are
for.
great at it.
So thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll bring in some music here. Do offhand, if you don't know yet, that's cool. But do you have an idea of what we might do next month?
Next month, that's a really good question, Sam.
There is many topics to talk about when it comes to live, but
Okay.
yeah.
We'll
Oh,
think of
that's
something.
yeah. We'll think of something. Yes, yes.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you again next month.
Thank you, thank you, Ted.
And
Always a
we'll do-
pleasure. Really
Yeah.
appreciate you, Sam.
Thank you
The
very much.
same. Very grateful. Thank you for everything.
Appreciate it.
Great.
The
Absolutely.
audience, we
Pleasure.
really, really appreciate you. We love you. Please book with us.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.